and Andrew, a complicated mess. For the past 12 years, I've been making Matty Johns laugh.
For him as he moves forward in his life.
And in that time, I've noticed that nothing makes Matty laugh harder than when his brother Andrew is the butt of the joke.
Miss Andrew, you said before the interview that you had a new catchphrase that you wanted to sign off with?
Shake the willy after your wee.
It made me wonder, what is behind Matty's love of seeing Joey humiliated? My mind wandered back to 2015, when the team headed to Matty's childhood home of Cessnock.
Nah, Matty. There we go.
To film one of the many, many excellent Fletch and Heidi pieces that I wrote and produced. It seemed like a regular shoot. Fletch carrying on like a tool.
Mate, sorry, boys. You'll get knocked out one day.
And Heidi being his usual live wire self.
Yeah. Oh, just flop one. Would I? Would I?
As the afternoon progressed, we were scripting out a bit of gentle family banter.
Hey, Fletch, ask the question. So when they were both conceived, like, you know, and you should say, oh, Matthew was so much fumbling and bumbling, but Andrew, best night of my life. Come on, Gal. Come on.
When Gary, unprompted, revealed something very sad about Matty's childhood.
Family. So when we go across the road at John's Park, the park I know in my heart of hearts was named after me, instead of both of us.
Well, you were probably there more than Andrew.
Yeah. Run a bit of the cat. Yeah, we had a cat that used to go over and train with Matthew and the tank. People still talk about it in town. He used to get out and do sprints, and the cat would get down with him, and he'd say, go. And they'd run 25 metres and then walk back. The cat would walk back.
It became very clear to all of us there. Matty had led the life of a sad little boy whose only friend was a cat. And while everyone thought it was funny, Matty got strangely defensive.
There was a cat race.
Have you ever raced a cat? I think you'll find it's deceptively quick. Isn't that right, Kaz?
He's not out the back.
No. We didn't have him stuffed.
I was hit with a sudden realisation that what had started as a lightly scripted humour piece was actually a window into Matty's life.
It destroyed Matthew. It's the only thing he ever won.
True story. True story.
Gail and Gary began ridiculing Matty unprompted.
Gary, do you have a favourite?
Mate, Fletch, you know, you're a father. You don't pick between your kids, do you?
No, I suppose you're right.
Yeah.
But really, if I've got to be honest, it's Andrew.
Really?
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Do you know we're on camera? Good choice.
Oh, are we?
And I started to realise that Matty's parents genuinely loved Joey way more than they loved him. Deeply saddened by what I'd just witnessed, I took a moment to send a text message to my own parents. The memory of that day has haunted me. I needed to find out more, to get to the root of Matty's distaste for Joey. So, earlier this year, I made the trip back up the M1 to get to the bottom of it.
What was growing up like for Matty and Joey?
We lived in the central part of the town, and you never had a lot of people around us, like younger people, so they had to play with each other. And that's probably what they did. They made up all these little games.
What games?
With holes in the garage wall. They punched a hole in the wall and drew the circle, put the numbers on it. That was there for years, wasn't it? Wasn't allowed to fix it.
So the garage is the reason they were close?
I think too, all the backyard games that they played together. Matt was probably 6, Andrew 3, when they played soccer together in the first soccer side. And then they played league together. I think Matt was probably about 7 or 8. They played in the same league side, so they've always played a lot together. That you just have to have that natural instinct, I think, when you spend that much time with someone.
Joey was identified as a prodigious talent right from a very early age. Be honest, did you resent the attention that he got?
I wouldn't say it was resentment, but I felt a little bit left out.
Garnett's got it. What a Johns, he's gone back the other way.
You know, you feel that little bit of jealousy, and that
spurned probably a little bit of competitiveness between myself and Andrew.
A lot of candles here, Matty. There's not a hole in the wall somewhere here, is there?
Well, we come through well. Got rid of well. Under Johns. He's done it again. Yeah.
Do you think it was the competitiveness with your brother growing up together in the same house that led to you guys winning the 1997 grand final?
I don't know what happened, whether we were blessed or what happened, but for me to win that game with probably my closest friend, who's also my brother, was something that's probably the highlight of my career.
Oh, that is beautiful. Wow.
I never really feel like that, and I don't think most people do.
What is wrong with you?
I was getting frustrated. Clearly, there was a time when they enjoyed each other's company.
I don't know why, but I love you.
But I felt no closer to working out where it all went wrong, when one last question led me down an unexpected path.
What do you think the main difference between you and Matty is?
I don't try to pretend to be anybody else. What I am is what I am. I don't think it's really a bad thing.
Of course, Matty's alter egos, Reg Reagan, Trent the flight steward, Don Kirk. These clearly weren't comedy, they were a cry for help. Next week, my quest to find out why Matty hates Joey continues.
Thanks, boys.
Yeah, no worries.